The 56th anniversary of the greatest scoring game in NBA history. Wilt Chamberlain scored 100 points against the Knicks in a 169-147 win. Only one player in the 56 years since
has even touched
80. Jalen. Only one active player has ever scored 70. That was Devin Booker.
Against the #1 seed.
That was no joke. But 100 right now in time seems impossible. But if you had to pick an active player that could make the threat, that could do it, who is it?
Damian Lillard.
Whoa, 100 points?
That's who I'm going for.
Okay.
You got to play for a squad that doesn't have multiple players that's going to shoot the ball constantly on a nightly basis. Only he and CJ are going to get up shots. How about that backcourt? Each of those guys have scored 50 points in under 30 minutes. He's been terrific as of late. He's 7th in the league in drives. He's 4th in pull-ups. He's 6th in isolation points, which means he can get it in all facets, and he can even go to the basket and dunk on you, and he's clutch.
You know what? When you talk about 100 points or even 70, listen, it's not about the skill set. You know, you got guys who can shoot the three, go to the free throw line a la James Harden, and get to the hole. But you got to get close to that. It's about the mentality. And my guy is Russell Westbrook. You know, he's the only guy in the league with the mentality that, like, look, I want to get a bucket every single time down, whether I make the shot or not. I don't care if I miss 10 in a row. And you hear players around the league saying, I have my Russell Westbrook mentality now. It used to be Mamba mentality. I heard Anthony Davis say I have the Russell Westbrook mentality. And what does that mean to you? Like, what does it really mean? That just, I'm going to attack all day, night, and there's nothing you can do.
Why? Okay, so he had 58 was his high. Let me ask you, why did no one say Clay? I mean, he had 60 and 3.
But he only did it in, 19, 20 dribbles. So you
got to get easy ones. To get to that level, and I've never been, you know, that deep in the ocean to where I'm getting 60, 70. But I understand when I watch Kobe and you see the McGrady's who had 60 and 3/4, they got easy buckets. And, you know, Klay Thompson shoots a lot of three. He hardly gets to the basket and gets a lot of easy ones. He gets them, but not a lot.
But you couldn't see a guy like that just getting hot and they just keep.
Well, number one,
to make 23s.
But also, you got to, in theory, be the #1 or 2 option, which Klay isn't.
No, but on a night where he gets hot,
you got to be able to create for yourself off the dribble.
He had 60
and you got to be able to get to the
3/4.
line. You have to do everything.
But I want to challenge you on something. And there are other players like in the league, like people say, what about KD? What about Curry? I think they cancel each other out. Dame has that mentality, to me.
Okay.
But also, he has a chip on his shoulder and something to prove. But here's the other thing he has. He's actually a prolific scorer. I would categorize him as that more so probably than Russ. What do you think about that?
I don't know. It's just the way Russell attacks. He just attacks. And when we're talking about getting to that level of scoring, you have to get easy ones. And Russ is going to get more easy ones. Now, Russ can get hot. And you've seen him get hot from three-point on those nights. He can get to the line with the way he attacks. He is the one player I just feel like maybe James Harden. I think James Harden.
He deserves an honorable mention.
He gets an honorable mention in there because he gets to the line. He can get to the rim. He shoots the three. So I'm going to say between those two, they can come to close.
One more mention, Kyrie Irving got to get discussed in this conversation.